folks, let's take a look at multiple choice question number 2. So I need to find a difference quotient. Here's my function. And they want me to figure out this difference quotient around x equaling 3. But this here, that's the key piece. That's the difference quotient I want. And I say difference quotient in that I'm subtracting, so that's a difference. Quotient in that I have a fraction. So I'm going to do some side work. I'm going to find f of 3 plus h, and I'm going to find f of 3. I'm just going to do my side hustle off to the side here and make sure that it's in view. So let's find f of 3 plus h, and then let's also find f of 3. So when I find these two things, whatever they are, I'm going to put them in the first position of this subtraction, right? And then I'll put them in the second position. So whatever f of 3 plus h is, I'm going to substitute it here. Whatever f of 3 is, I'm going to substitute it here. Let me start with f of 3. It's easier when there's just numbers. So if f of x is x squared minus 1, then f of 3 is going to be 3 squared minus 1. 3 squared minus 1, what do we got? 9 minus 1. So we've got 8. So in a moment, when I go to actually do my difference quotient, instead of f of 3, I'm going to write 8. But let me figure out what f of 3 plus h is. All right, so again, the rule is whatever's in the parentheses, we put here. So if 3 plus h is in the parentheses, I'm going to square it and then subtract 1. So f of 3 plus h is 3 plus h squared minus 1. And we can't distribute this exponent over addition. We need to actually multiply. We need to FOIL. So this is 3 plus h times 3 plus h minus 1. So as soon as I FOIL, let me just put a little separation here. All right, so first is 9. Outer and inner are both 3h. Right, so 3h on the outer, 3h on the inner. 3h plus 3h is 6h. Last is h squared, and I still have this minus 1. And the 9 and the 1 are like terms. And I like to write my expressions in terms of highest power. I usually go with the highest power and start on down. So I'm going to rewrite this as h squared plus 6h, and then 9 minus 1 is 8. All right, so f of 3 plus h is h squared plus 6h plus 8. I'm going to put that here. F of 3 is 8. So when I go to rewrite this, and let me start with my difference quotient, f of 3 plus h minus f of 3 over h. All right, I'll put the equal sign. So I'm going to start subbing. We know f of 3 plus h is h squared plus 6h, h squared plus 6h plus 8. So h squared plus 6h plus 8. I want to subtract out f of 3. We found f of 3 to be 8. And I'm going to put that in ratio to h. And then a bunch of things should cancel, right? Your original, I'll put original in quotes, my f of 3 number should cancel, which I can see it's going to. And then somehow this 8 should cancel. Those are all green flags as to things are going well. So I'm going to subtract out these 8s, or not subtract out, but cancel. I've got h squared plus 6h left on the numerator and h on the denominator. I can factor in h, that GCF, out of the numerator and get left with h plus 6 over h. And then the h's cancel, which they should. Again, green flag. So when I look at what's left over, it's just h plus 6. And that's my answer. All right, thanks so much. Bye.